let's start today's session. Okay, in the last class, we have seen what is checkboxes and radio buttons, okay, and how to interact with them. We have seen. I will share my screen. So up to this we have seen, okay. So we have taken this website as an example. Here we have seen how to interact with checkboxes. We can select multiple checkboxes or else we can select a single checkbox also. But a radio button, we can select any one radio button only. We have seen some example for this. In today's class, we will look into what is alert, okay. So alerts are pop-ups. Pop-up. Okay, anything we can say. So what is this alert means? Some websites in some websites, when you click something, a separate window will open. Okay, something will pop up. Okay, you have to accept it. That means you have to click OK button. Then only that box will close. Okay, if that box is present, you will not interact with anything in that particular page. Okay, let's see some example. I will create one class for this first. The website I'm going to use is let's take this website. This one. Okay. So I'm going to use this website. Okay. So here, I will open the website first. Okay. Here you can see there are three type of boxes present. Okay. When I click the first box, a pop-up will appear, right? So this is called alert box. Once this alert box is present, we can't interact with anything. My screen is visible, right? Guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Once this alert is came, you can't interact with any other element in this web page. Okay, you can see we have to once we have to close this pop-up only we can interact here. So when I click OK, after that I can do anything in this website. Okay, and one more thing, when I click this here, just look at this. I can't try to inspect. I'm just clicking my mouse. Okay, you can't right click and inspect this particular element. Okay, you can't inspect this OK button and you can't click it. Okay, because this is a alert. Okay, so an alert cannot be present. An alert is not at all a part of a DOM object model. Okay, you can't inspect this alert box and you can't interact with the driver. Okay, what you need to do, you need to first switch to this alert box and then you need to click the OK. After that only you can work with the other elements. Okay, so this is one kind of alert. Only if OK button is present, that is normal alert. Okay, that is what we are seeing here. This is normal alert, means only OK button will be present. Okay, and then one more alert is called confirmation alert. Okay, that is you can either click OK or you can cancel that. Okay, this is confirmation alert. This is also same. You can't find this element in the DOM object and you can't interact directly. You need to switch from the main page. This is main page to this alert box. After that, you need to click OK or cancel. After that only you can interact with other elements. This is second type, confirmation alert. And the third type is prompt alert. Prompt alert means you can enter some values here and then you can click OK. Okay. If you don't want to send, no issues. You don't need to enter anything and then you can click cancel also. Okay. But there is one text box present that is called prompt alert. Okay. When I click, the whatever I have entered will be present here. Okay. These are the three types of alert. And there is one more alert present that is called authentication alert. We will see that in the return section. Okay. So authentication alert is nothing but whenever we enter some website, right? During the while login itself, it is asking for some user ID and password like that. Okay. Those are called authentication alert. We will see that. First, we'll look into this, how to interact with this particular alert box, how to switch. Okay, let's see that first. First, authentication alert. The other type is called authentication alert.
Okay, authentication. Second one is
Yeah, I will type it here. First one is normal alert. Okay.
okay.
The second one is prompt. Sorry, confirmation after that prompt. So that you not get confused. Confirmation alert. Okay. So confirmation alert will have both OK and cancel. Okay. And then prompt alert. These are the three types of alert we usually see. Okay. This will have text box. We can enter something. Okay. And then the other type is authentication alert. This is special type of alert we will see. Okay. So normal alert will have only OK button. Okay. Nothing much. Some alert will be present. Okay. When you click something, there will be some pop-up present. In that, there will be some message displayed. Okay. Just you need to click OK. That's it. That is the normal alert. And the confirmation alert means the message will be present. You need to click OK or cancel. And then prompt alert means you can enter something and then you can click OK or cancel. That is prompt alert. The other type is authentication alert. While entering into the website itself, it is asking for some authentication. That is the authentication alert. Okay. These are the three types of alert. First, if you want to work with alerts, first what you need to do, you need to find the element which you are going to click. Okay. So when I click this button, the alert will appear. So first I need to find this particular element. So for that, what I'm doing, inspect this particular element. Okay. So this is the element I'm going to click. So inspecting. So this is, I'm directly going to use this. Okay. Using CSR selector, I'm copying it. So what we are going to do, I'm going to click this button. Okay. So that means just click. I have to get it in something. Okay, some things. So I'm just going to click this button. That is what I have done. I just found this button by using XPath and then I'm clicking. So once clicked, what happened? This prompt box will appear. Sorry, this alert box will appear. Okay, here I can't find this particular alert box. I wouldn't able to find it in the DOM object model. This will not present here. Okay, even though this okay. If I try to inspect also, you can see I'm trying to inspect this. You can see I can check anything here, but I can't select this particular thing because this is not a part of DOM object model. We can't inspect and find this particular element. So for that, we need to use one more thing, that is alert. Try to create a. So what does this alert means? I'm just first import this, okay? So you can see this is an interface again, which is present in Selenium. Okay, this is what we are going to use. So this my alert is I'm just creating an object. Okay, that's it. This is whatever name you can give this. But this alert is belongs to Java Selenium. This is a interface. Okay, again one more interface present in Selenium. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch my driver. Okay, this is what we have created. So I'm going to change my driver instance from this web page to this box. Okay, that is what I'm going to do. So we can use switch method. Okay, for that I'm going to use switch method. So what we are going to switch driver. So driver dot switch. So driver I'm going to switch to which one? To the alert. Okay. So here it is. These are all default methods. You can just use it. Okay. So I'm going to switch to alert. That's it. So what I have done, I'm going to switch my driver from that main web page. Okay. As of now, the driver instance is present in this web page. Okay. So now I'm going to change my driver instance from this web page to this alert box. So what I will do, driver dot switch to alert method. Okay. This is our default methods. I'm just calling it. Okay. Now what happened? This driver instance is switched to this alert box. Okay. And then what we have to do, once it is switched, we can interact with whatever we are going to do. Okay. So what I have done is I have created one simple instance for my alert. Okay. This alert is in interface present already present in Java Selenium. I'm just using it. Why we need this means we have just switched to alert, but we have done anything. Okay. For that, what we need to do, in this alert interface, we have some default methods. Okay, these methods are present. We can just use this. So accept means okay. Okay, dismiss means it is cancelled. That's it. So I'm just going to accept it. That's it. Now what happened? This alert, this what we have done. We have switched our driver from the main instance to the alert box, and then we are just accepting it. That's it. Okay, let's try to run this. Okay, what happened? It all done in a fraction of seconds. So that is why we are not able to see. But you can see it in the result. You successfully clicked on alert. Okay. So let's try with thread dot slip somewhere so that we can see. Let's use here. I will use thread dot slip. So this thread dot slip is not at all recommended. I'm using it for our just for our understanding purpose. I'm using okay because that button is clicked in a fraction of second. We are not able to see whether that alert box is opened or not. Okay, for that case, I'm using it. Now you can see, right? That alert box is appeared and it is clicked. The result is you can see here, you successfully clicked on alert. Okay. So alert is very simple. What you need to do whenever in a website, whenever you click something, that alert, if the alert is appear means first you need to switch your driver instance from the main website to the alert box. Okay. Using this driver dot switch to alert. Okay. And then you need to create one uh, variable. Okay, that's it. For that, what I'm using alert interface. This is a separate interface already present in Selenium. We are just using it. Alert you need to call, and then use any variable, whatever name you can give. Okay, any name you can give here, and then you need to switch to your alert. After that, what you need to do? You need to once accept or dismiss. Okay, dismiss means it is cancelled. But now we have clicked the normal alert. In this, only OK button is present. That means you just accept it. Okay, that's it. You can't dismiss it. Okay, let's see confirmation alert. Okay, this is normal alert. Table to confirmation alert. So what is confirmation alert means? It will have both OK and cancel. Okay, for that also, first we need to find that particular. I'm just clicking OK. We want to click this confirmation alert. And here also, we are just going to click that button. Okay, these are all buttons we are just going to click. Once it is clicked, what happened? That alert box will appear. We need to switch our alert. For that, first we need to call the interface, which is alert. And then what we will do? We will create one variable. Okay, which is equal to, we need to switch. Okay, so what I'm going to do, driver dot switch to. So what we are going to switch, our driver instance, where we are going to switch to alert. That's it. These alerts will not have any name. Okay, we can't find anything about this alerts. Okay, so once that button is clicked, that box will appear. So what we are doing, once that button is clicked, here we are clicking the button. Okay, once that button is clicked, we are switching the driver to the alert. That's it. Okay, so after that, what we are going to do, we are going to click. We are going to cancel this time. Okay, so it will have both OK and cancel. So I'm just going to cancel. Cancel means you need to call this method dismiss. Okay, dismiss means it will click the cancel. That's it. It will cancel that alert. So here also I will use thread to explain so that we can see. Okay, now you can see I have cancelled. So you click the cancel. Okay, that's it. That is cancelled. And then prompt alert. Prompt alert means we can send something. We can enter some values in that. Okay, let's say that prompt. So for that also, first what we need to do, we need to find that particular button. Okay, so this is the button. You can use selector hub to find the particular locator for that particular element, because selector hub will work most of the times. Okay, only in few cases it will not work. So you can use directly that. So I'm just going to click this also. This is also button. So we are just clicking it. Once it is clicked, what we need to do? We need to create a name variable. Okay, alert prompt. Even though if you haven't called this also, this will work. Okay, but why we are using this means in real time what you will do, you will create you will interact with a lot of elements. Okay, at the time you will get some confusions in which alert it is opened and which element it is cancelled. You will not get exactly. That is why you need to name it properly. Okay, just give prompt which is equal to. So here also the same thing. You are going to switch your driver to alert. That's it. Then what I will do here, the text box will present. Okay, you can use anything in the text box. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to enter something. So whenever if a text box is present and you are going to enter something means you need to use send keys. So what I will write, send keys. So after entering something, I'm just going to accept it. Okay, just accept it. That means okay. I'm just going to click okay. Here and enter it. Okay, it is also in a fraction of a second. You can see welcome is printed here. Okay, that means we have entered it. Okay, this is a prompt alert. The last type is called authentication alert. Means before entering a website, it will be an alert will appear. Okay, let's see an example for this first. Right, I think. Just give me a minute. I will try whether this website is working or not. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let's try this website. It is working without, maybe due to some cookies or catches, I think this is opening automatically for me. Okay, let's check this. What I will do, I will copy this whole thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can see when I open this website, it is asking for username password. Okay, but we can't inspect this page. Okay, because we are still in the Chrome website, Chrome browser only. Not at all. We have entered into the website. Okay, this is one kind of alert box. Whenever you enter some website or whenever you click some website, before entering into the website itself, it is some alert box will appear. Okay, so these kind of alert box is called authentication alert, because you need to enter some valid username and password. After that only it will be authenticated, and we can't inspect this okay or cancel or this text box anything. Okay, we will not able to enter anything here. I'm just right clicking, just look at this, nothing will happening here. Okay, so if this kind of alert box appears, means how you can interact means you just need to interact directly, means in the URL itself you need to enter the username and password. For that, what I will do, driver dot same thing. Okay, driver dot get off string URL only I'm going to use, but what I'm going to do here, so here I'm going to use directly the username and password before this. Okay, so the username I'm going to use is admin. Okay, and then colon, again the password is also I'm going to use admin. Okay, after that at the rate of. Okay, this is how the URL will look like. Okay, let's give the, so how it will be, this is the username, this is the syntax. Okay, username colon password at, after that at the rate of whatever URL you are trying to open. Okay, this is how the URL should be present, so that only you can directly enter into the website without interacting with that prompt box, alert box. Just look at this. Now it is entered without asking for anything. Okay, because you will not able to interact with anything in that alert box. Okay, we will not able to inspect and find the element, and then we can click. Okay, so that what we need to do, we need to just enter the username and password along with the URL, and we are sending that. Okay, so that it will be opened without clicking anything. Okay, it will be opened directly. This is one kind of alert called authentication alert. This will not appear in most of the cases, but just for your understanding purpose, I'm telling. Okay, this is called authentication. So that's it about alerts. Is there any doubt in the alerts, guys?
No.
Okay, then we will move to another topic called frames. Okay, I will save this. And then I will create one more class. So what is frames or iframe means, inside a website, okay, you are, so for example, you are working in a page, okay, and then what happened inside that another page is present. Okay, so let's have some examples so that we'll understand what is frame. I'm going to take one website. Let's take this. let's take this example. Okay, for your understanding purpose, I'm just going to tell you this. Okay, so look at this page. Okay, this is normal automation site. Okay, but here you can see there is one box present. Inside this, one text box is present. So when I inspect this, you can see here, this is the starting of that whole website. HTML tag is present. Okay. So when I click here, you can see the whole web page is selected. So this is the starting. But after that, what happened here, you can see when I click this, here you can see one more HTML tag is present. Okay. So this is the overall HTML tag. Okay. This is the starting of the DOM object model. So this is whole website. But here again, one more HTML head tag, body tag is present. Okay. You can see. So what it means, whole website inside that another website is present. Website lookalike is present. Okay. So this is called frame. Okay. So whenever you found this HTML tag, inside of an HTML tag is called frames. Okay, so this is one whole website. This is one more again. What it is also created like a website. Okay, so it will also have HTML tag, body tag, everything. Okay, but what happened, it is present inside of this whole HTML tag. Okay, so you can't directly inspect this. Okay, you can't directly find this text box inside this. Okay, so if this is a text box, just look at this, just type input type text is present. Okay, so when I found this particular element and I try to interact, it will not work. Okay, so for that, what you need to do, this first, whenever you create driver instance, that instance will be present in this main website, main page. Okay, so if you want to interact what something is present inside a frame, you need to switch your driver from this main page to this particular frame or iframe. Both are same only. Okay, iframe means inner frame. Okay, both are same only. So what we need to do, so first, whenever we create a drive instance, that will be present for this whole HTML tag. And if you want to interact with something present inside this HTML tag, means you need to switch your driver from this whole page to here. Okay, to this. After that only you can interact. Only one frame is present. Let's take one more website so that what I will do, I will take one more website. Okay. Is the website. Let's take this. Okay, here you can see this is frame 1. Okay, this is frame 2, again frame 3, frame 4. So the whole web page is divided into 4. Okay, so what they have done, this is one separate page they have created, and then all these are created separately and combined together to form a web page. Okay, so when I inspect, you can see the difference. When I inspect, okay, you can see this is the whole first HTML tag. Okay, so first, this is the whole website they have created. So inside of that, after that, they have created the first page. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, you can see. And then when I expand all those, okay, you can see this is the second one. And then what they have, this is the third one. So inside the third one, you can see this is the whole third one. Okay, so inside the third one, when I expand, you can see where is that, one more iframe is present. Okay, so means this is whole third frame. Okay, they have created this whole third frame. Okay, inside this is the HTML tag for the third frame. So inside the third frame, again one more iframe. Okay, you can find it whether this is frame or this is the whole website. You can find it using this tags. Okay, so only one HTML tag will be present in all the other websites. Okay, let's take this Maven repository and then inspect. Okay, this will have frames, I think. Let's take that alert box example. Okay, so what I will do, I will open this alert website and I will show you. Okay, you can see when I inspect this whole page, okay, I'm inspecting this whole page. You can see only one HTML tag is present. Okay, no other HTML tags are present. Even though I'm expanding each and every div tag, okay, you can see only one HTML tag is present. Okay, this is created as single website. Okay, but here you can see this is the main HTML. Inside of this another HTML present. Okay, likewise more HTMLs are present. This is second HTML tag, and then this is third HTML tag, and then one more HTML tag will be present. Okay, let's expand this. This is fourth. Okay, the fourth HTML tag is present. Oh, okay, likewise you can see if you are seeing more than one HTML tag, that is frame, you can check it. Okay, otherwise it will have the frame tag. Okay, wherever you see frame or iframe tag, if a frame or iframe tag is present, that is present inside a frame, you can identify by using any of this. Okay, so means it is a frame. So this is created as a separate page and added to this whole HTML tag. Okay, and in frame 3 you can see one more thing. Okay, in frame 3, this is frame 3, the whole thing is frame 3. Okay, this whole thing is frame 3, but inside of this again one more form is present. Okay, this is like a Google form we will use, right? So this is like a Google form. Again one more form is present. Okay, so once we switch our driver to the frame 3, we will interact with this text box. Okay, but we will not able to interact with this form. For that, what you need to do, again you need to switch your driver instance from this frame 3 to this form, so that only you can interact. Okay, so these are the frames. Okay, let's try how to interact with this. So able to identify the frame, right? How to check the frames. Okay, so whenever you are working with a website, if you are trying to click some element or some link, okay, at the time when you are not able to click it, okay, even though it is present in the DOM object model and you are not able to click it, you need to check this thing. Okay, whether it is present inside a frame or iframe, it is present. Okay, if it is present within a frame. Okay, so if it is present one more HTML tag, okay, inside of one more HTML tag, and the frame tag is present, that is present inside of a frame. Okay,
Does the frame always look like a checkbox, or it may be
no.
different?
No, checkbox. Here they have given an example for checkbox. Okay, it will also have this document like a form. Okay, so form, what we will, here you can see this is also a frame only. Okay, this form filling demo page is present, right? This is also present inside of a frame. You can see here you have radio buttons, check boxes. Okay, and then you have drop downs to select. Okay, and the slider to move. Okay, all these are present. Okay, anything can be present inside a frame. Okay, text box they have given just for example purpose. Okay, how to switch, everything is same. Okay, we are interacting with the checkbox, radio buttons, or text box will be same as normal locator. Okay, but what you need to do now, first you need to find the particular frame and you need to switch your driver instance. That's it. Okay, after switching you can interact as usual. You can enter something, means you need to use send keys, and you want to click the radio buttons, means just you need to find the particular element and you need to click it. That's it. These are all same thing. First, you need to check whether it is present inside a frame or not. And if it is present inside a frame, you need to switch your driver instance from main web page to the frame. Like for the alert box we have done, right? So from the main page to the alert box, that same thing you have to do in the frame. We will see some examples so that we will understand. Okay, what I will do, first I am going to create a driver instance. For that, I will copy these two things. I will use this page, okay, this example page. So I will copy this and I will paste it here. So this is the website I'm going to use, okay? And then what I'm doing now, let's find frame one first, okay? So what I will do, first inspect this particular thing. Okay, in the selector hub also it is saying that just look at this element is inside the same origin iframe. Switch inside iframe to access through the automation. Okay, so we can't directly access it. Let's try to do something. Okay, this frame will have some name. Okay, frame test page is the name. Okay. I'm just trying to uh, find the particular frame. Okay, that's it. Use the XPath to find the particular frame. Okay, I'm just trying to do that. Here it is present XPath one. This frame. Okay. I'll use this first. So this is a web element. Okay. So what I will do, I will create one variable to say store this. Okay. So web element. Let's name it as frame one, which is equal to driver dot find element. Okay. After that, what I will do, let's first try to run this if it is working without any error. Okay, because this XPath it is using ID. Okay. Okay, no such element exception. Okay, let's remove this. So what I will do, I will create one export by myself. Okay, let's try to do this. So I'm going to check inside the frame. Okay, so frame tag. This frame one. Okay, let's copy this. I will use this gives SRC specific. Just look at this. This is present inside the frame tag. Okay, that XPath, whatever given in this selector hub is not working for me. Okay, you can see I have no such element exception is happened because that XPath, whatever I got from selector hub is not working. So I'm going to create own XPath. Okay, so I'm going to use this frame tag. Okay, so inside the frame tag, I'm going to create. So inside the frame tag, so I'm going to use the attribute. So at symbol should be present. Okay. So the attribute I'm going to use is SRC. Okay. Because you can see this is frame1.html and for frame 2, 3, 4, the same frame tag is present along with the different names. Okay. So we can directly use this. It will differentiate all the frames. Okay. So frame1.html is what I'm going to use and the attribute is SRC. So use directly. Okay. SRC. So which is equal to frame1.html. Okay, that's it. Let's see if it is working. Okay, because I am also not sure whether this will work. Okay, now it is working fine. Okay, you can see there is no error, means this particular element is found. Okay, so I have done nothing. This whatever I have selected from the selector hub is not working for me. The XPath. Okay, the locator. So what I have done, I have created my own XPath by using the tag, whichever tag it is present. Frame tag I have taken, and inside the frame tag, the attribute present is SRC. So at the attribute which is equal to the value. That is it. Okay, that is what I have done. So inside the frame tag, SRC attribute should be present. The SRC attribute value is frame1.html. That's it. Okay, now the element is found. So what we need to do once once this frame is found, what we need to do now, we have found the whole frame, this yellow color. Okay, the whole yellow thing is now we found. Now what we need to do, once we found this frame, we need to switch our driver. Okay, we need to switch our driver instance from our main page, okay, to this frame dot. There is one more method present called frame. Here you can use any of these things. Okay, you can use the index or the name. If the particular frame is having name, you can directly use the frame name. Okay, if the particular frame is having some index, okay, for example, the index of this frame is 0 because this is a starting frame. Okay, this is the first frame we are facing. Just look at this. This is the first frame tag after HTML. So you can use index also. This is 0th index, okay? Or else you can directly use the web element, whatever we have created, okay? So this web element is here, what we have found, okay? This is what I'm going to use. Just look at this frame one. It is automatically came. what is this frame one means? Web element. We have found this frame and we stored this frame inside this web element frame one. So we are directly using this. So what we have done, we have found the whole frame and then we are switching our driver instance from this main page to this frame. Okay, frame one. Okay, that is what we have named it. So we have switched. So once switched, we can found whatever we want to do. So once switched, what I'm going to do, one text box is present. So I'm going to send some values in this text box. So for that, first you need to found this text box. Okay. For that, what I will do, I will use directly relative XPath. So this is the relative XPath for this. So I'm using directly this XPath. Okay. So for that, once it is found, we are going to found the particular text box present inside the frame. And then I'm going to send some values. Okay. Okay, that's it. So up to this, what I have done, this is our main website. So once the web page is open, I'm finding this particular frame, okay, using XPath, that frame one. Once it is found, I'm switching my driver instance to this frame. Okay, once my driver instance is inside this frame one, whatever element present, I can interact. So one text box is present, I'm finding that text box and sending some values. That's it. You can see Java is typed. Means we have inside the frame and we have found this particular element directly. If I'm not using this, okay, if I'm not using this frame and I'm not switching my driver to frame, directly if I try to find this particular text box and if I try to enter something, it will not work. Just check this. It will not work because this text box is present inside the frame. So you need to switch your driver instance to the frame and then you need to enter something. Just look at this. Java is not typed as of now. Okay, the same XPath only I have used. Okay, but no such element exception will happen because this particular element is not at all interactable. Okay, it is present inside the frame. This understood, right? This is frame one. Guys, understood this?
Yes.
Okay, so now we are in frame one. Okay, so again, if I want to switch my frame driver instead, this is frame one. So as of now, we are inside the frame one and we are interacting with this text box. So now I want to enter something in this text box. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to switch our driver instance to this text frame two so that we can interact. So for that, what we need to do, we need to switch our driver instance to the default content first. Okay, so simple, we need to call the driver dot switch to one default method is present, that is default content. Okay, now what this will do, what this will default content will do, it will switch our driver instance from this frame one to normal website, the whole website. Okay, now we are not inside any frame. Once you call this default content method, our driver instance will came outside of all the frames present. Okay, this is when you want to interact with the if some element is present in the website, okay, normal website, not in a frame, you have to switch this. Okay, you have to call this method. Or if you want to switch your driver instance from one frame to another frame or another alert, anything. Okay, if you want to come out of the frame, you need to use this default content. Okay, that's it. This is will go to the main page. Again, go back to the page whichever you are working. That is the meaning of this default content. So now what happened when I call this method? Now we are not inside of any frame. Okay, that will happen. So again, if I want to switch, again, if you want to move to frame 2 means what you need to do? You need to call the driver dot, the same thing. You need to find the particular frame 2 and you need to work on this. What I will do, same thing only. The name will differ. Okay, this is frame 2. You can see it here. This is present inside of frame1.html. And then if you want to switch to frame 2, you can directly use frame2.html and frame 3, frame 4. Everything is same. Only the numbers are differing. So I'm not going to inspect and find. I'm directly using the XPath. Okay. So I'm going to name it as frame 2. This is frame 2. Okay. So once the frame 2 is found, what we need to do? We need to switch our driver instance. Everything is same. Okay. Same thing we are going to do. But we are going to switch to frame 2. Once we are in a frame 2, what we need to do? We need to find the particular element, whatever element we are want to work with. So I'm going to work with this text box. So just inspect this text box and I'm copying the relative XPath. Okay. So just copy the XPath and paste it. That's it. And I'm going to enter something. So this is inside frame 2. So I will enter the same thing inside frame 2. That's it. So what happened? This is frame 1 we have found. So once frame 1 is found, we need to switch our driver to frame 1 and then whatever element present, we are interacting with that. Okay. So text box is present. I found this text box and enter some values. Once that is done, I want to move to frame 2. For that, first what I done, I have moved my driver instance to the default content. Okay. So the main page. After that, I have found the frame 2 and then switching my driver instance to frame 2. After that, I'm entering the values. Okay, whatever text box present inside, I'm entering. Let's run this. You can see both are entered. This is frame 1 is Java entered, frame 2 is inside frame 2 is entered. Okay, this is how you have to interact. So after that, these are all normal. Okay, you just need to enter into the frame and then whatever element, if a text box is present, you are sending some values. If a radio button is present, you just clicking it. Okay, that's it. But here, frame 3, you can see the difference between frame 2 and frame 3. Frame 2, only one frame. Okay, inside that text box is present. But frame 3 is not like that. This is the whole frame 3. Okay, this is the whole frame 3. Okay, in this one text box is present. So if this text box, if you want to interact with this text box, same as frame 1 and frame 2. But here there is one form present, right? So if you want to do something in this frame, you can't directly interact. Okay, for that what you need to do, again you need to enter from frame 3 to this inner frame. Okay, that is what you need to do. Let's see. Okay, so first what I will do, I will found this frame 3 first. So what I will do, I will command all those things. Okay, this are not required, so commenting this part. This will take some time, so that only I'm commenting. Okay, so first we need to find the frame 3, the same thing. So I will copy this from here and I'm pasting it. Now we are going to find frame 3. The naming will be frame3.html. Okay, once this frame 3 is found, what we need to do? We need to switch our driver. Everything is same. Okay, even though the text box will be same. So I'm copying it directly here. Switch to frame 3. Okay, and then text 3, I think the value will be. Let's check it once again. It is text 3. That's it. Okay, inside frame 3. These 3 steps are same only. Only the naming is differ. So I'm just copied and changed the name. Okay, you no need to find it again because here itself we have checked, right? So if it is frame 1 means it is frame1.html And if it is frame2 means frame2.html, likewise frame3.html. So I'm directly using that. Okay. Once this is found, up to this is common. Okay. So when I run this, it will enter inside frame3 in the text box. Up to this is common. You can see inside the frame3 is enter, but here you can see the difference. Okay, so this is again one more frame. Okay, this form is again one more uh, frame which is called inner frame. Okay, that is iframe. So if a frame present inside a frame is called inner frame. So if you want to interact with that, okay, if you want to interact with that inner frame, you need to again switch your driver. The same thing, only you need to switch. Okay, everything is just calling methods only in Selenium. Switch to dot. Which one we are going to switch? Again, we are going to switch the frame only. So what I'm going to do here, you have to find the particular iframe and then you have to switch. So this is the iframe. Okay. Okay, you can see this is the whole HTML for the third frame. When I place my mouse here, it will select whatever it is. Okay, so this is the whole HTML. Okay, and this is inside the frame tag. You can see inside the frame tag, this HTML is present. Whatever the frame tag name is, frame3.html. And inside of this, again one more iframe is present. You can see this iframe tag is present. So when I place my mouse here, you can see that whole form is selected. Okay, so this is called, you have to find it like this. Okay, this is whole frame tag and this is iframe tag. Okay, when I place my mouse, it is present inside of this. Okay, so we can use this iframe. So this is the first iframe I'm facing. Okay, you can see there is nothing present, name or here if I use src means it will be very long. No other thing is present. Name, okay, no. This name is belong to frame 3, okay, not for iframe. So iframe is starting from here. Okay, this is just a document. Oh, so what I'm going to use? I'm going to use some index. Okay, so let's use index. So index 0 I have given. Okay, we have seen this, right? The frame we can use index we can use, or if it is name present we can directly use the name, or else web element, whatever web element we are creating we can use if we found that particular element using xpath as CSR selector or any locator. Okay, if we found using any of those locators, that web element we can use. Okay, if the name is present we can directly use the name, or else we can use the index. What is this index means? I will tell you. Okay, so just look at this. This is the frame. After that, this is the first frame, iframe we are facing. So this index of this frame will be 0. Okay. If again one more iframe tag is present, that will be 1. Okay. So after that, again one more iframe tag is present means that is 2. Likewise, it will be going. So this is the first iframe tag we are facing. So this index of this will be 0. That's it. Very simple. Okay. So we have given 0. So now what happened? We have switched our driver from frame 3 to the 0th frame. Okay, the 0th iframe. Both are same only. Frame only. The name will be frame only. Okay. Here the difference is from frame 3, we haven't switched to default content. Okay. This method we haven't called. Meaning we are inside the frame only. Okay. Not out of the frame 3. And within the frame 3, we are checking for the 0th index frame. Okay, so means within the frame 3, if some more frame tag is present, that will be switched here. Okay, if I use default content, okay, here. So if I used this method here, what happened now? the frame, once this frame 3 send keys is sent, it will come out of the frame 3 and to the main page. Okay, and it will not found this particular element. So what I have done, I have not used default content. Instead of that, I'm directly switching from frame 3 to whatever frame first I'm facing inside this frame 3, I'm switching. Okay, you understood this? You guys understood this?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. After that, once this is done, we can interact with all the elements present in this. Okay, let's take something here. So what I will do, I will inspect this. I'm a human, and then I will click it. Okay, just give me a minute, guys. So I'm going to just click this. Okay, you can see nothing much I'm going to do. So I'm just going to click this particular button. Okay, what is that? Okay, in the selector hub, it is not showing anything. Okay, let's use this class attribute. Okay, so what I will do, I will copy this whole thing. Okay, just copying the class is present inside of the input tag. It's okay. Yeah, maybe my selector hub is not working. Okay, let's create this directly. Okay, so what it is present inside of div. Okay, is there anything specific to this div? Take this div ID. Here it is present. Okay. So let's take this div. Okay. So inside of the div tag, one ID attribute is present and the value for this I9. After that, again, one more div is present. Inside of this, the value for the class is this. Okay. Let's consider this. Okay. Let's create and then we will check. So I'm going to find driver dot find element. So I'm going to use by dot xpath only I'm going to use. Okay. So what xpath means? So div tag first we found, right? Inside of the div tag, This is what we are going to use. So I'm taking from here, okay? Because once I closed it, that will be gone. So expand it. Here it is present. So div at id is equal to I9. Okay. So I'm going to use the attribute id, which is equal to the value is I9. Okay, this is the value which is present. Let's close this. Okay, this is one attribute. So again, I'm using one more attribute. Okay, once this is found, I have to found this div. So this div is also present instead of the div tag. Okay, so use a div. Now what attribute I'm going to use? I'm going to use the class attribute. So directly using class. So class, which is equal to the value. That's the value of this. Let's copy this. Okay. Close this. Okay. It's fine. Okay. I hope this will work. Just try it. Okay. So my selector hub is not giving me proper XPath for this radio button. Okay, I'm a human radio button. So what I have done, this is what where the particular element is found DOM object models. Okay, and the class name for this is this one. Okay, so what I have done, I have taken this div because when I closed this div, that whole thing is gone. Okay, so from here I'm going to check it. Okay, so this div tag. Okay, here id is present, so I'm directly using this id. Okay, inside of the div tag, one attribute present called at id. So this attribute value is I9. Once you found this, I'm telling my driver instance to check like this. Okay, once you found this, again you need to check one more div. Okay, in that div, the class value should be like this. Okay, so this is what the element you need to click. That is what I have done here is. So inside of the div tag, one id attribute is present. For that, the value is this. Once you found this, again you are checking for one more div tag, and that class attribute value will be present, and the value for this is this. When you found this, you need to click it. That is what I have done. Let's try this. Okay, just look at this. I'm a human is selected now. Okay, this is how you need to interact with iFrames. Okay, guys, up to this, understand, guys? So if you want to get inside to iframe means within the frame you need to first enter, and from frame, and in that frame first you need to found. Okay, after that you need to uh, found the iframe whatever present inside, and then you can interact with a particular element. Okay, is there any doubts in this? Guys, okay, if you are not having any doubts, we will continue tomorrow, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.